Hi everyone, so we have another weekly basket. My apologies for not doing last week's basket. I was sick and so I was unable to film or video my week's basket. So I wanted to make sure and get this one up early for you guys for this week, and it's pretty simple. Hopefully I don't ramble too much and it's not long, and let's get started. I noticed I'm over 1,900 subscribers. I am elated and excited. I can't wait to reach 2,000. My goal actually was at the end of this year to reach 2,000, or I think more or less mid-year, hoping to reach 2,000 mid-year, and if possible like 2005 by the end of the year. So I am elated, and for my new subscribers, thank you for stopping by. I hope that you can keep checking my videos. This, if you're new to weekly baskets, this is just where you shop through your collection. If you haul new items, you put it in, and you also look at new older products that you've had that you have abandoned. And if you are doing, say, project pans and finish 5 by Cinco de Mayo and finish 7 and all those kind of challenges or projects, then you try to make sure that your weekly basket consists of items that you want to finish so that you can use it up quickly and not just be using things at random. So that's pretty much what's it about. Let's start with face, I'll go to eyes, and lastly, as usual, I always end with lips. I am trying to keep it simple with my weekly basket, and so it's not a lot of products, just because I need to pay a lot of attention to the items in my project pan. I tallied and I think I only completed 12 out of the 25 that I wanted to finish. At least 25 products by March. Even though items are finished, I keep adding on. My goal by the end of March would be to finish 25 products, and so far I've only finished 12, which means that I really have to pay a lot of attention to other items that and focus on them. So rambling, but primer, Black Radiance True Complexion, I added this to project pan. I did finish 2 others, and I'm actually happy with my primer progress. This is the 3rd month and I'm down to a 3rd primer. I know this is going to most likely go to the end of the month, maybe even into April, but at least I'm working on it. It was not new. I started it about here, so I'll do my progress in the next 2 weeks. Then for foundation, we have the Lorac Breakthrough Performance Foundation. This is gonna go most likely another 2 weeks plus. And the other foundation that I had, which was the e.l.f. HD Cream Foundation in Porcelain, is like so light, but I have been using it as concealer and I made a little dent. I don't know if I know for sure I'm not gonna finish this, but I've decided to use it more or less as a highlighting concealer and or to highlight like in the center of my face. And I think by mid-year, if this is not finished, I will trash it because it is a cream product and it was open since last year. To set it, I have 2, and both are in project pan. This is the Maybelline Dream Powder and this is in Honey Medium. I don't think I will finish this, but I'm hoping to at least by the end of March to hit pan on it. I was using so many other powders to review. And then I also have this is the BH Studio Pro in shade 235. And I added because the foundations that I'm using are lighter, so I need a darker foundation to help warm up my face. And so I started using this. I hauled it this year and I started using it one time because I knew it was like a shade or 2 darker than my skin tone, and it's working perfectly with the others because this foundation is a little sheer and very moisturizing, which is more matte. Both powders are matte, so that it helps to really set my foundation. And so I'm actually seeing the rings to the pan, so I'm not sure if I'm going to. My goal actually is to finish this also. Didn't think I will finish it in March, but I'm hoping that at least I can hit pan on both powders. But I'm seeing the ring or the base of this one already through, which I think it's a little strange. To contour, I am pulling back on my BH Forever Nude Sculpt and Glow. I absolutely love this palette, and I'm more or less using these 2. I contour with this and I warm up my face a little more, like in my forehead hair and stuff, with this color. I love using this to set my under eye concealer. Absolutely love it. And I highlighted with this today. I'm using it as highlighter. I was using actually a bronzer, Park Avenue. I will put that back in next week. I'm thinking of rotating it. And for blushes, I have this sample from Marc and Kitten. I am going to try to pull out the samples and use it a little more. Do have a couple for skincare. And this Tarte Magic that looks like this. I actually did hit a weird pan. I'm saying weird because I'm seeing that it is not thin there, but I realize it matches up where this indent is here, and so that is just happens to be a hole that when I was swirling my brush one day I saw like over a week ago. But the more I use this blush, the more pigmented I realize it is. When I started off, it was not this pigmented, and I noticed it's getting more pigmented. Like, you still have to use a dense brush, and twice I'll apply. Now I'm using a fluffy brush once. That's how crazy it is. And this gorgeous highlight you're seeing here is actually this What's Up Benefit. I had this beginning in my project. No, did I add this on? I think I added this on at the end or middle sometime in January. Never used it, and it's back in Project Pan, so it is there now to be used. And lastly, for face, my Sacha Fix It Spray 2 set, and I don't know where I'm at because the packaging is black. For eyes, I have my NARS Pro Prime. I think this may finish soon, but I don't think maybe this week. I am barely seeing anything in here, but I'm seeing stuff like right around here, so hopefully I can get that with the wand. If not, I will cut it. For bases, I have my 5-in-1 from Bare Minerals, and what I've been using to also finish up, this is in Project Pan, that is also in Project Pan, will be this pencil. But this pencil has been in since the beginning of Project Pan, whereas I just added this one in, so that this is supposed to have like a 3 months lifespan. All the products, even though I'm adding them on, they more or less have like a 3 months lifespan to use up, except those that I started in January. And this I started in January. I didn't use it because I was focusing on my NYX. So I also use this as a base, and I did this green look with a palette that I'm using to pan this year. Oops, it fell. So I am using this as a base also, and on my waterline, just because I want to finish it up. This is Mildew from Urban Decay. I don't think I said that. For eyeshadows, I have first my Comfort Zone, which is in my Panad palette. I'm doing 3 palettes. I actually pressed my tan pigment here just because I had an empty pan, and I realized something. So this is tan. I don't know if you guys can see. And then this is this brown, not brown, this color also from the Comfort Zone. I find that when swatched, they look very similar. I mean, they're not the same, but they look pretty similar. The tan is more rose gold and a little more pigmented, but they're very similar. At least when I apply them on my lid, I actually wore my tan on one lid and this color on my other, like yesterday to go to work, and I couldn't tell the difference. So I thought that was really weird. And however, the tan pigment did last longer, but it's almost to the close to the end of the day, this was fading. So this is where you guys actually seen an update, but this is where I'm at with that green, and I'm really excited. So I am going to focus this week to finish that green. I know I'm going to get sick of it, but I'm thinking by the time I get sick of it, it should be done, especially since I'm using that green liner and I'm rambling. So the other palette is this MUA palette, and I use mainly the matte colors as transition with that palette, but my focus really for March is to finish this, and also that tan pigment. I have to work on finishing it because that was also from the very beginning of my Panad palette. No, tan was actually in the beginning of my Project Pan. So I did depart my Urban Decay Deluxe shadows in here. This, I'm not focusing on this right now. I'm working on the Urban Decay, but I will use this at least once for this week. And a palette that I'm pulling out is this L'Oreal Paris La Palette Nude, and this one is in rose. I got this gifted to me from Honest. You can check yesterday's upload, and it was my gift haul from her. I am loving these colors, and I just putting it in, I can see this being a go-to palette. I'm loving it. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 matte colors. I'm actually really loving this. Haven't swatched it or anything like that as yet. For mascara, primer, Cils Boost XL. Nothing goes strong. Mascara, I have 3. This is the last one from my January, that I started with January project pan. This is L'Oreal Butterfly Mascara. I added this Hypnose Drama recently. And well, I had this since last year and I'm trying to finish it. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. For liners, my Wet n Wild Mega Liner. I'm back to this and I absolutely love it. And I literally missed it when I didn't have it in 2 weeks baskets ago. For brows, this is the under eye, my NYX HD concealer. Actually using this and loving it, and because I have horrid dark circles, I'm literally trying to do all kinds of stuff with my dark circles. So my e.l.f. eyebrow kit is what I'm using to do my brows. I actually changed the brush for application and I realized that it is actually, this wax is looking dark on my brows because of the brush, and I need to get another one of that brush as a backup. So using this, and I'm happy that I'm making progress in that. I started with my City Color Bold Brow Gel, and then I used the City Color Perfector pen in sand to more or less shape it up. I've been trying to work on that because that's another project pan. So let's get on quickly with lips. So for lip pencils, I did finish my clean color. So I have, what I'm wearing is Candy lip pencil from Soft Touch, and so I'm working on that. And then I have this red one here in Plush Red. I want to start using up some of these liners. Recently hauled this, so haul video is going to come from Wonderful World. Very small haul though. This Milani Color Statement lip liner. This one is in Brandy. I heard that this one was on sale and I checked it out. This is actually a really gorgeous color. It's a nice look to me Marsala-ish. So I have a couple nude lip glosses I can work with, and this one actually it's from, I think, Bordeaux. I think this is from the new collection, so I picked it up. There was one more but that looked very shimmery, but I noticed these are crumbling a bit too much than I like. These are not my first. I had another one I was using last year, but I don't, somehow the formula seems different. But this is Bordeaux there. Nice reddish color. So again, love those. And for lipsticks, I don't have much. I actually have 5. This Kate Rimmel in 105. It's a nude color. I wonder if all of these look very similar. I didn't even check. So that's it there. Then I have 2 from Milani that I did pick up. This is called Matte Blissful. That's what it looks like. And I actually had got 7 of these sent to me. However, they melted by the time I got it, and so they're being resent, which is taking forever again. So that is Blissful. I'm loving it. It looks a lot like what was the color? Leading Lady from Sasha, and this one is called Matte Orchid. Well, we know this is different from all the others. This is so gorgeous. This has Rowan's name attached to it. So those 2, and then 2 of the Jordana Modern Matte Lipsticks, and a friend of mine and I did order. However, she's out of the country and I really was dying to have these. Had a bad day and I needed to have retail therapy, so I indulged myself. I was like, you know what, So this one is Classy, and this is a repurchase because I really wanted this one to use for work. So I repurchased this. I think the other one that when my friend comes back and I collect it, I'll put it in a giveaway. So that's Classy there. Yes, I'm saving up for my 2000 from now. And this is a red color, and this is called Matte Style. Yeah. I'm actually buying, I realize I'm using a little more red. Isn't that interesting? So that's it there. I was actually thinking of a pink, and I'm like, no, I picked up a pink from Sasha. I can always use nudes because guess what? I use that all the time for work. So that's them there. I find Blissful is a little more pinky tone than I thought it would be. I was hoping it would be a little more nude. And then the 2 lip glosses that I am project pan will be my Milani 3D Glitzy Glam, and this one is in Movie Star. I don't want you guys seeing my progress. and my progress report was uploaded Friday if you want to check it. And then my butter gloss in Meringue is still going. I pulled out a stopper to check where I'm at, and I'm only half of this. So I know I'm not going to finish this. But then I checked the how much product is in here, and it's 8 milliliters, whereas the Milani is, oh, this is rubbed off. I can't see how much is in the Milani, but I think this had a lot. But I checked a MAC lip gloss, and a MAC lip gloss is like 3 point something, and this is 8. This has the most lip gloss, I think, than everybody else. Bare Minerals, I think, is like 4 milliliters, so this is double the amount. I was crazy to choose this, but anyhow, I'm going strong with it. I've been using it almost daily for work. So anyhow, I'm rambling. That's my weekly basket. It's not a lot, but of course I talked a lot. Hope you guys don't mind, and I can't wait to continue using some of these products this week. Super motivated on working on the eyeshadows to finish and to try out these new lip products. So that's it again for this week's basket. Let me know if you're using anything new, if you have any of these items, and you share your experience. I love hearing back from you guys, hearing from you guys. I can't talk today. Anyhow, take care until next time. Bye.